oil pump's all back on. That was the last thing that needed to go on the bottom of the motor before we can get the oil pan back on. So, crawl out from under here, finish getting everything cleaned up, and we'll go ahead and get the oil pan back on it. Got quite a bit of progress done today. Oil pan's back on, all the bars are back under the engine, blower's on, started getting the water pump and everything hooked up. Called the machine shop. They said they're less than an hour away from having the head done, so we're cleaning up a little bit. Then we're going to head out there and get the head picked up. The new injectors just showed up from PC, so when we get the head here, we should be able to get those dropped in and get it running in a few hours. Back over at Young & Son. The head's done, we just paid for it. They're getting it loaded up, going to bring it over here. Dad ran across the streets in Napa to go pick up an oil filter and a few other things we need to finish it. So we're going to get the head back. It's hot as hell today, so I think when we get back, the plan is Dad's going to just assemble the head tonight, do some small stuff, and I'll be over in the morning before it gets hot. We'll get it finished up and running tomorrow. So I didn't record much today, so probably just going to make that a video of today and tomorrow and get it all thrown together for you. Getting the studs pulled out. On a silver side, there isn't a lot of clearance to the airbox up here by the time you get an engine hoist in here. We really just don't have room for the studs, and they're only perimeter ones, so we're going to go back to using head bolts there. Those two were pretty loose. I can grab those with my Cobras and get them out of there. That one came out when we were pulling the head off. This back one, though, was tight, so I took two of the nuts for these head studs, ran them down tight on each other, then just grab the bottom one and it'll turn it off like that. Anytime you have a stud that you need to get out, that usually will work. We got the head back on it. Bolts are just snug down for right now. We don't have them torqued. I'm gonna go home, grab some lunch, bring my torque wrench back. We'll get it torqued up and get the rest of the top end of it back together. Exhaust manifolds back on it. Injectors are in and torqued. The rockers are torqued. Fuel lines are torqued. Obviously the head is on and torqued. The governor's back on it. I mean, we're making progress today. It's just hot, so we haven't been working all that fast. We ended up putting a tent up, so we had some shade back here. But we should have it running today. I mean, if it was 60 degrees out right now, we'd be less than an hour out from having this thing running. But I'd say probably an hour and a half to 2 hours left, and it'll be up and going. Got the cooling system all finished up. I'm getting ready to start putting coolant in it. Dad's working on this side. He's got the air dryer and the compressor back on. Get ready to start putting the fuel filter housings and alternator and all that stuff on while I'm over here filling the cooling system. Start checking for leaks. We're not that far out from getting it started. Tyler's going to turn it over. I'm going to do it for about 5 seconds in the off position. I have vice grips on the rack, and I also have a working flapper hooked up in case something goes horribly wrong. We have primed the fuel system, so we should be able to get a start. What is that noise?
A pump of something.
Hey, Tyler? Yeah? Don't do anything. Hold on, okay?
It's a pump.
Oh, that's the auxiliary pump is on. Ox fuel tank. Shut it off? Yeah. Okay. Wait for me to get back there. Easy boy. He has a finger on the button.
He's excited.
Okay, go ahead and turn it over. So we got it running. Still need to do some final adjustments tomorrow morning. Nut and bolt a few things, safety wire the drive shaft, but nothing major. But it's done. Starts up. It ran. So should be good. He'll be on the road tomorrow to Ohio with it. So I'll stop by in the morning, get my hand finishing everything up. And then tomorrow I've got a pair of Hondas to do some regular maintenance on. So I'll go ahead and throw those in for tomorrow's video for you.